The science that has been done over the last 6 years is voluminous, not just from us, but from everybody collectively. And we have, as a species, as one society, global commons, made enormous progress towards that end of a more egalitarian and fair world where we're all held equally under math. And Cardano is our attempt as a community to try to reflect that, evolve that, and push it along. And there's a little bit of sprinkled magic and scalability and a lot of discussion about interoperability and identity and a lot of work done on governance. There's a reason we're number one in GitHub commits. It's not that some person sitting in a warehouse somewhere just randomly clicking a fucking button. It's because there's so many people, so much stuff, so much effort that's going on. And it's a disservice to the entire industry to attempt to compress all of that to a single ego or personality or buzzword or phrase and say that's that. The work we do is beneficial to everyone. It's patent-free, it's open source, and we as a community are solving the hard problems. But that's what being a pioneer and a trailblazer is about. And that is what is going to get us to a better future. That's what people signed up for. And in an era of dopamine addiction and overconsumption of paint chips, maybe those concepts are just hard to understand for some people. That's okay. They can come along after we win. But we will, because we have to. Because none of us want to live in a world where we lose.
Welcome back to the channel. And Charles Hoskinson breaking it down for us there. And so we are looking at the ADA chart right now. I'm going to cover Cardano today because I don't know about you, but I'm just, feeling like there is a ton of opportunity out there in the markets right now. And there are, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of projects, right? There's a lot of stuff here that we could, that has a lot of potential, right? Luna, AVAX, Solana, although Solana has had quite a few technical issues going on with their blockchain, some shutdowns, some hacks. But so today I want to talk about Cardano because there's just a lot of stuff going on with Cardano. So right now we are in this symmetrical triangle, and we have just fallen through the entire market, going through a major crash, and a lot of fear in the markets right now. But we have been here before, and for those of you who are new to the space, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of blockchain. We've been here before. You cannot stomp us out, right? Cryptocurrency is it's here, and it's moving, and it's going to keep moving, and this is just a bump in the road. So here we are on the Cardano chart, and we are on the daily time frame, and the RSI. Just so you guys, let me see if I can pull this RSI up here a little bit because it's been, very few times have we come down to these levels. Cardano did come way down here, and we were here just recently on December 12th and November 26th. But each time, so just take a look at this. Each time we come down these levels on the RSI, guess what happens, right? There's a bounce. It doesn't have anywhere else to go, right? You have to remember 72% of all Cardano tokens are staked. 72%. So that's a lot, right? So we're only going to go down so far. But it's not saying that there can't be further downside. We are just opportunity hunting right now, and Cardano is, in my belief, I think it's one of the most biggest opportunities in the market right now. So let me explain why. Let's go down to lower time frames. I can show you what I'm talking about. So we fell through here. We tested the symmetrical bottom of the symmetrical triangle, tried to get back in. We were unable to. And looks like right now we are in this downtrend. We'll see sort of what Bitcoin does, and we'll pop into Bitcoin and kind of see what Bitcoin's doing, because a lot of this depends on Bitcoin. But chances are the market's going to, see a little bit more further down, right? And there's only so much farther down we could go. Once Bitcoin sort of hits its bottom, the rest of the market will start to recover. And so what are some of the targets here? The technical target right now for this giant symmetrical triangle on the daily time frame is it's around 50 cents, right? It's around 55, 54 cents, and that would be a significant opportunity. And the reason why I believe that to be true, and so I'm just going to cover a little bit of news here. And so Cardano in 2021 registers the highest development on GitHub. So the reason why I think this is significant, because there are a ton, and I'm a member of Catalyst, and I vote on projects and stuff like that. So I see the development on the back end, and so it's one of the reasons why I'm so excited. There are around 127 projects currently in development on Cardano. 127. And that's just the start. In this article, they say Hoskinson expects the number of Cardano users to surge by tenfold to 2 million in the upcoming year. This could very much happen with the growing popularity of non-fungible tokens. And one of the most notable developments on the Cardano blockchain has been the layer 2 Hydra upgrade. So, and it doesn't matter what he has to pay to get it done, he said, right? So big things. This isn't the only article either. Cardano became the most developed crypto project on GitHub in 2021, and Polkadot and Kusama were next in line for highest number of development going on in GitHub. So what does Cardano have going on? So here's all the projects. So I mean, this is no joke, right? I mean, this is a serious opportunity. We are talking about tons and tons of dApps getting ready to launch on Cardano. 72% of the coin is staked, right? So how much is left from 72, right? So 28% of the coins are left. That's it, 28%. And if even a quarter of these projects actually launch in the next 2 to 6 months, even a year, how much of that 28% do you think is going to be needed to pay transactions, buying, selling, trading? The amount of upside price action potential here is significant, right? I mean, we're not talking about, we hear a lot of, don't believe the FUD. I mean, we hear people on Twitter, they're just mad that their project sucks, right? That, they're all hyped up. They bought in at the top. They're either angry that they bought at the top and now are in loss, or their own project sucks. I mean, I just put it plain and simple. It's either getting hacked, you got shut down, things crash, the project's crashing. Cardano is, again, I am part of the ecosystem, right? So I see what's going on. I read the academic papers, right? We got the Djed stable coin, Cody developing with Cardano, the Djed stable coin launching on the Cardano ecosystem is one of the most revolutionary stable coins in existence, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, Terra Luna it's got a great stable coin, but um, yeah. So I'm just saying the potential for upside is massive, 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 massive. And I'm not saying we're going to go to like 10. I'm not like a moon boy. I'm not being unrealistic here, right? Let me tell you, I came into this crypto space because, you know, I was an investor. I'm an investor, right? I like to make money. That's what I do. But the thing is like I fell in love with the technology, right? I fell in love with the community. And yeah, and the philosophy of why we're here, right? Because the reason why cryptocurrency is here is because people are tired of the Fed controlling their life. How are you feeling right now? If you are a middle class worker, whether you're blue collar, white collar, don't matter what collar you wear. Let me tell you, if you are working for a living, you're hurting right now. Gas is like super high, food is expensive, everything's going higher. Wages are, not keeping up with inflation, right? I mean, the US dollar. So let's go over let's just take a quick look at the Dixie, right? The US dollar index here. Let's just take a quick look here. So I want to show you something because there is I mean, it's disgusting. I mean, it's disgusting. It's gross. This this U.S. dollar is going down, and this is a good thing. Let me tell. I will talk about that too for a quick second. But the U.S. dollar has been, you know, artificially inflated, artificially inflated over the past year or so, right? I mean, we had some downside, and there is an inverse relationship with the U.S. dollar and Bitcoin, right? Because investors, when the U.S. dollar is going up, it's a safer play than cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is still new, right? So investors, it's a risk on asset, right? We know this, and it when the US dollar is moving up, investors are not going to put their money in crypto. They're going to pull it out and put it over in treasuries and US debt. But when the US dollar is going down, right? When the US dollar is heading downward, uh, people start looking for risk on assets. They're going to start moving their money out of US debt and into more riskier assets. And what we've seen in the past. So there's no, no surprise that Bitcoin is dumping, right? Because the U.S. dollar has been moving upwards, and if we correlate each of these pumps on the U.S. dollar, right? What do we see? We see Bitcoin dumping every time the U.S. dollar is going up, and when the U.S. dollar is going down, we got Bitcoin is pumping. And guess what? Guess what the U.S. dollar is getting ready to do right now? I mean, you see this. We know what happens when an asset is in one of these triangles, right? You go up, you go down, you go up, you go down, you go up, you go where? Where do you go? You go down. This is a lower low, right? I mean, this is a lower low. The US dollar has been in a downtrend, obviously, because inflation is pulling the value of the US dollar down. And we know this, right? We're going down. And the US dollar ain't going to be worth crap, ain't going to be worth anything. And so we need to protect our capital. And right now, the crypto markets, they're dumping. And the opportunity to get in and get in at a decent price at the floor. I mean, this doesn't happen very often, right? It does not happen very often. So let's just take a quick look at here at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been coming down since November, just heading southward. And, we hear a lot of people talking about this head and shoulders pattern with targets down here. Um, targets down here to around 39,000 to around 29,000. Yeah. So it's going to pull the rest of the market down. We know this right now. 41.8. Let's just take a quick look at the lower time frames. Bitcoin just trending downwards still, so it is going to pull the rest of the market down. So that's all I really wanted to talk about today. I just came out. I was just looking through Catalyst and looking at some of the projects to vote on this in Q1, and I'm just amazed by the Cardano ecosystem. I mean, I am floored by not just the amount of projects that are being developed on the Cardano blockchain, but also the community. I love the community. I love what Cardano's trying to do. They're not about pumping up the price, right? It's not about fluffing it up, right? What you see is what you get. You're buy It's real value, right? And I believe in the project, and I've been holding. I have not sold. And don't get me wrong. Obviously, like I'm selling at the top and buying back in on the way down and blah blah blah. But I am like in for the long haul here on the Cardano project, and because I believe in it. I believe in the community. I believe in what Charles Hoskinson has devoted his life to. I mean, this guy has committed his life to this project and bringing real value, real economic value, to people all over the world. Right, Africa. I mean, Africa is going to be one of the most productive economies in the next 10 years. Let's just take a quick look here. Africa economy potential. Just see. Africa is projected to recover in 2021 from its worst economic recession in half a century. Economic activity in Africa was constrained in 2020 by an unprecedented global pandemic. The real GDP in Africa is projected to grow by 3.4% in 2021. So, yeah. So, I mean, do your own research, but I'm just saying, like, the potential in Africa is unbelievable. They have massive resources, right? We think of this continent as being poor. It is rich in resources. All of the diamonds come from Africa, right? I mean, we've got oil, there's coal, there's um, you know, endless amounts of resources in Africa. The potential. Will Africa become a superpower? As Africa becomes richer and more developed, it will play a bigger role in world affairs, and it is likely to be seen as a superpower. In total, the economy of Africa grew by 3.7% in 2019. This is huge compared to Europe's 1.9% for the same year. Africa's rapid economic growth is also projected to continue. So I didn't research this beforehand, but the potential in Africa is huge, and the Cardano project is partnering with with countries in Africa. They've already got contracts with Ethiopia and um, Tanzania and a bunch of other countries going on over there. And once one starts, it's just gonna catapult this. People are tired. The central bank has been holding people down for centuries, and neither you nor I are going to break the class ceiling. Right? We are not going to break the socioeconomic oppression by working every day. You see why so many people believe in cryptocurrency. So it's not about which project is better. It's about how can we build this ecosystem to replace the current financial economic system, right? So that's what it's all about. It's not about Cardano or Solana or Ethereum or whoever. It is about all of us moving forward and the equal distribution of wealth, of global wealth, because 1% of the population holds 90% of the world's wealth. Okay? And I don't know about you, but I'm tired. I am tired of living and working to make other people super uber wealth while the rest of us scrounge and pillage and have to pay $100 to fill up our gas tank to go see our in-laws over the holidays. It's ridiculous that they raise the prices of gas. Don't even get me started during the holidays. It's crazy, but this is why we're here. And just keep that in mind, right? This isn't about Cardano or Solana or Ethereum or what. This is about opportunity. And right now, opportunity is knocking. Okay, if you're in loss, hold out because we're going back up.